We gathered some of the most frequently asked questions on Instagram and dove into the research to bring to light some of the network's best kept secrets and trends in 2024. What is the best time to post? Are Reels still the star format? And is it better to have a personal or business account on Instagram? In our Instagram study, we analyzed over 300,000 professional accounts and have the answers to some of these questions. So, are you ready to be shocked? Hello Metricooler, my name is Aniston and I am back with another video about what's going on in the social media world. Before we get to the data, why did we conduct this study in the first place? Well, if you didn't know, this is actually our third Instagram study because here at Metricool, we love data. But we also wanted to know how brands, content creators, and professionals are using Instagram. And how did we do this? Time to pull up the calculator. For the entire month of June, we analyzed 316,394 Instagram accounts from 2,518,408 posts, 9,419,426 stories, and 1,068,716 reels. Oof, that was a mouthful. And I feel like I should win an award because I only had to look at the screen once to see that number. Anyways, we are really excited because this study has been our largest yet. To be specific, we have analyzed 70% more accounts this year, 30% more posts, 39% more stories, and get ready for this one, 282% more reels. We have gone from analyzing 279,439 reels to 1,068,716, but not to brag or anything. To understand this study better, we broke the sample into different groups based on their follower count. So from 0 to 500 followers, 500 to 2,000, 2,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 50,000, and 50,000 to 45 million. So now that you have the context, let's see the answers to the biggest questions on Instagram. The first one, of course, are Reels still the top leading content type? The previous study had a clear answer. Reels had established themselves on the network and became the most popular content type by far. So is this still the case? The answer is yes. Reels are still the content type that receive the highest reach and interactions, with carousels coming in second. However, compared to the last study, reach has declined by 76%. And why is this? Brands and professionals have started to post more and more reels, leading to an overall reduction in reach. So should you stop posting reels? Definitely not. Even though reach has gone down, it's still the content type that receives the highest amount of interactions and has the greatest reach. So it's the best way to find people that don't know who your brand is yet. Second, what is the ideal posting frequency, and does this posting frequency depend on your account size? We will always advocate for quality over quantity, but we did see a clear trend that accounts with a higher following also have a higher posting frequency. So the conclusion is the higher posting frequency, the more amount of followers. In this case, we also need to point out an important fact. Although Reels are the content type that generates the most reach, these aren't the most popular content type. Stories and feed posts are the most common formats. One of the $1 million questions this year on Instagram: has reach declined? We've seen a pretty telling statistic, and that is reach has declined across all content types, including feed posts, stories, carousels, and like we mentioned, reels. And the most drastic drop has been in reels, which was that 76%, but posts have also dropped by 16% and stories by 11%. And speaking of reach, is there a relationship between interactions and reach? The answer is yes. The post with higher reach will receive more interactions. You already know that one way to have your content reach more people is to post at the best time. But what is the best time to post on Instagram? Before you ask, this time is valid worldwide and is the average of all connected accounts. Your specific best time may differ, so if you want to see a more personalized best hour, you can look at Metricool's best hour feature in our planner. But going back to the study, the best time to post has stayed consistent with our previous study, which is at 8 p.m. and followed closely by 3 p.m. On the other hand, the worst time to post is at 5 a.m. and we also saw a drastic drop off at 10 p.m. And speaking of the best days to post, Tuesdays and Fridays are the best days to post. Well, Metricooler, these are the most important conclusions we found from our 2023 Instagram study, but I will make sure to leave the link in the description to read the full study. So with the data in hand, all you need to do is bring this back to your strategy to review it and optimize it to fit the trends. And if you're looking for more data, watch this video of another one of our latest studies. After putting Facebook and Instagram ads under the magnifying glass, we found what works best. Remember to like, comment, and tell us what you thought about this video. And of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to our channel. See you next time, Metricoolers.